Did you know that over 30% of motorcycle accidents involve riders with less than 6 months of experience? That's not just a number, it's a warning. And most of these crashes could have been avoided by fixing a few simple habits. In this video, we're breaking down 9 signs that instantly give away a beginner rider. And if you're doing even one of these, you might be putting yourself at risk without even realizing it. But here's the twist. This isn't just about pointing out mistakes. I'm also giving you the fixes, the drills, and the mindset shifts that transform beginners into confident riders. Let's get in. Number 1. Over-revving at stops or takeoffs. Now here's a sound every experienced rider knows too well. It's the unmistakable roar at a red light. If you hear a bike revving like it's about to race Valentino Rossi, but then it creeps off the line like a shopping cart with a stuck wheel, you've probably just spotted a beginner rider. Over-revving at stops or takeoffs is a classic rookie move. Because when you're new, the throttle feels like a mystery lever connected to pure chaos. Most beginners think if they don't rev high, the bike will stall or leap into another dimension. So they crank it, feather the clutch like they're trying to pet a nervous cat, and hope for the best. But it results in jerky launches, a howling engine, and sometimes even an awkward stall in front of a whole crowd. So, you should practice controlled throttle and clutch coordination in a quiet parking lot. Number 2. Gear shifting panic. You ever see a rider fumble with the shifter like they're trying to crack a safe with their foot? That's what we call gear shifting panic. It's another dead giveaway of a beginner. Instead of smooth, confident clicks up and down the gearbox, you get a symphony of clunks, false neutrals, and, if you're lucky, the sound of the engine revving while the bike just coasts like it forgot it's a motorcycle. New riders often panic during shifts because they're trying to remember too many things at once. Clutch in, foot up, clutch out, throttle. But wait, am I in third or still in second? Uh-oh, now I'm in neutral. Meanwhile, traffic's moving and their brains buffering like a YouTube video on 2G internet. But shifting is about timing, feel, and practice. No need to mash the lever like you're stomping grapes. Start slow, listen to the engine, and let your foot do the talking. Number 3. Riding tense like a statue. You ever see a rider who looks like they've been superglued to the bike? Shoulders up to their ears, arms locked out, white-knuckling the grips like they're holding on to the last bar on Earth? Yep, riding tense. Like a statue is a classic sign of a beginner. They're so focused on not messing up that they forget the bike actually wants to stay upright. It's not plotting to throw them off at every bump. The problem is, when you're tense, you fight the bike instead of flowing with it. Every little wobble feels like a crisis. Every corner feels like a dare. And worst of all, you end up sore, exhausted, and mentally drained after just 20 minutes of riding. So you should loosen up, literally. Drop the shoulders, keep the elbows bent, and let the bars breathe. Number 4. Turning by steering only, not leaning. The bike stays upright, the rider's eyes go wide, and the handlebars get yanked like they're trying to parallel park a pickup truck. That, my friend, is the classic beginner move. Turning by steering only, not leaning. It's like they skipped the entire chapter on motorcycle physics. Unlike cars, bikes don't turn because you twist the bars. They turn because you lean. And when you don't lean, the bike just wants to go straight, right into the curb. Most new riders do this because leaning feels unnatural at first. Their brain screams, "You're tipping, you're falling." But here's the truth. If you're not leaning, you're not cornering. You're just waiting for a surprise. You can fix this by learning countersteering and practicing trust. Number 5. Ignoring the mirrors. You'll spot it when a rider just plows ahead, eyes locked forward like they're the main character in a video game, unaware that the rest of traffic is still very real and very behind them. No mirror checks, no head turns, no clue who's creeping up in their blind spot. It's not that they're reckless, it's that they're overwhelmed. New riders are already juggling throttle, brakes, clutch, balance, gears. Adding situational awareness feels like opening 10 browser tabs on an old laptop. But if you don't use your mirrors, you're basically blind on one side of your body. And on a motorcycle, that's not just inconvenient, it's a fast track to disaster. So, build the habit. Check your mirrors every few seconds, especially before changing lanes, slowing down, or making turns. Number 6. Parking lot chaos. Let's talk about the unintentional comedy show every beginner rider stars in at least once. You'll see them wobbling into a parking space like it's the final boss in a video game. Feet down, clutch halfway in, handlebars jerking side to side like they're steering a shopping cart with a wobbly wheel. Sometimes they miss the spot entirely, or circle around 3 times like they're buffering. Why does this happen? Because slow speed control is where riding confidence really gets tested, and beginners usually skip that chapter. They avoid practicing it because it's boring, but then get completely exposed when they need to do a tight U-turn or park near a curb. So, practice your low speed drills. Tight figure eights, U-turns, slow races, all that stuff that builds real control. Number 7. Staring at the front wheel. It's almost like they're hypnotized, glued to the pavement just a few feet ahead. But guess what? Where you look is where you go. And if you're looking down, your chances of smooth turns, confident braking, or spotting hazards, basically zero. This tunnel vision happens because beginners don't trust the bike yet. They're so afraid of messing up, they try to micromanage every inch. The problem? When your eyes are down, you react late. Your lines get sloppy, and your brain misses the big picture. The fix? Train your eyes to look through the turn, far ahead in traffic, and always scan for what's coming, not what's already under you. Trust the bike to handle the road, and use your vision like a radar, not a microscope. Because staring at your tire won't help you ride better. It'll just make you miss everything important coming your way. Number 8. Fear of the front brake. You'll spot it when a rider relies almost entirely on the rear brake, dragging it like a safety net, while the front lever remains untouched, like it's booby-trapped. Why? Because many beginners have either heard horror stories or experienced it themselves. Grab too much front brake and boom, you're on the ground. So instead of learning control, they avoid it completely. But here's the reality. On most motorcycles, 70 to 90% of your stopping power comes from that magical front brake. Ignoring it is like trying to slow down a freight train with a shoelace. The key isn't to fear it, it's to respect it. Use it smoothly, progressively, and with proper body position. Practice it in an empty lot. Learn how it feels, and you'll realize it's not your enemy. It's your best friend in a real emergency. Number 9. Inconsistent lane positioning. One moment they're hugging the left track, then they drift to the center, then, suddenly, they're over to the right for no reason at all. It's like watching someone play lane position ping pong. Why does this happen? Because beginner riders often haven't learned why you choose a specific position in your lane. They're just reacting, not riding with intention. Sometimes it's nerves, other times it's a total guess. But constantly shifting around without purpose doesn't just look messy. It limits visibility, ruins your road presence, and puts you in driver's blind spots. The fix? Learn the why behind lane positioning. Use the left or right tire tracks for better sight lines, escape options, and to avoid oil slicks that gather in the center. Stay consistent, ride with a reason, and pick your position based on traffic, road conditions, and visibility, not your mood.